What do you do when you have been seeking the face of God in prayer, but it seems God is uncooperative? The more you pray, the more it seems like what you are praying about is moving from bad to worse. Join me on today's edition of the Ancient Word Devotion as we discover the meaning of true prayer. My name is Andy Simpson. This is the first lesson we want to discover about true prayer. True prayer isn't about getting our way, but surrounding our will. This is the example we learned from Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane when he was preparing to go on the cross. In Luke chapter 22 verse 42, Jesus prayed, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." If Jesus wanted his way, he wouldn't have chosen to go to the cross because it was a difficult task. But he needed to give in to the will of God. Why? Because the will of God is always paramount to my ways. And Jesus taught us the same principle when he taught us how to pray. He said, "This is how you pray." In Matthew chapter 6 verse 10, "Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven." Listen, true prayer isn't just about getting God to do what we want. It's often surrounding our will to what God wants. Friends, there may be many of you right now listening to me who may have some thorns in your life, some issue, some challenges. Some of you might say, "My thorn is a person." Some of you might also say, "My thorn is my boss." Some of you might say, "My thorn is my health issue. I have prayed and prayed and prayed about it. I have believed God to take away that health issue. But the more I pray, the more the situation even worsens. Is God even listening to me at all?" For some of you, it could be depression. You are trying all sorts of different things and you are still fighting depression. We need to remember that prayer isn't just about getting our way, but sometimes it's about surrounding our will and saying, "God, even though I really wish you would do this and you are not, I'm choosing to trust you in the middle of the situation." The fact is that if God always met your expectations, he would never have the opportunity to exceed them. If God had met Jesus' expectation by taking away the cap from his head, by not letting him go to the cross, we wouldn't have been talking about salvation today. We would not be talking about forgiveness of sins, and we would not be talking about celebrating Easter. Having our way looks at the now, but his will always looks beyond the now. I encourage you to always learn to submit your ways to the will of God. That's our first lesson of true prayer. God bless you.
We hope you've enjoyed today's devotional. Please contact us or visit asianwordbroadcast.org to share your prayer request or partner us as we spread the gospel across the globe.